Hello from Sacred Pearl Journey. The journey from complete disempowerment towards full, deep, grounded, stable empowerment. Some men might also be interested in this, and nevertheless, I am directing it specifically to women. Because it has not only an individual experience for women, but a very strong cultural and collective connotation. There has been a systematic way of raising, educating women and girls in a way that is so disempowering in so many ways. And that can even show up in ways which might look like it's caring or loving through different family members. But in fact, those are like unquestioned rules, advices, recommendations, guidelines, which are not helping at all. So true, deep empowerment embodies and includes so many different aspects and happens on so many different levels. Like there are the subtle areas and there are the more tangible, grounded areas. If I start with the more grounded, tangible areas, one of them is, for example, owning your anger, reconnecting with your anger, reclaiming your voice by speaking, the clarity that comes from your anger. And I'm not talking about screaming, speaking. Like the most clear people who are fully owning their anger are actually very calm, very centered. They don't need the highest levels of anger in percentage in order to be clear and firm in what they want and what they don't want. Of course, it also has the aspect of feeling secure and safe within yourself in order to be able to dare to speak your anger. Because if someone, for example, carries a lot of fear emotion, like an unfelt feeling from the past, of feeling very unsafe, even if that person tries to reclaim anger, at the core there is still this instability, insecurity, unsafety. And so that person might still struggle to express anger clearly in a centered way. And so when fear and anger actually get mixed up, like if there is a lot of fear and the person tries to reclaim the anger while still feeling a lot of fear, that can lead to aggression or hysteria. So when I say and talk about like reclaiming your anger, I also bring in the awareness that feeling your fear emotions and releasing them from your system is as equally important. I wouldn't say that it is the first step, because already starting to work with your anger, it will give you a different foundation. Just alone for some people, like especially if you go from full disempowerment to empowerment, even hearing from other people that it is okay to feel your anger, that anger is okay, that it is okay to set boundaries, or that there is something even that exists that is called boundaries. These are already big steps for some people. And at the same time, it's really important to heal those fear layers step by step. And of course, ideally, you change your environment for that and go to a place, an environment where you feel safe, where you are not in the environment that triggers that fear in you. Yeah, so anger. Thankfully, there are really beautiful exercises that a lot of people already have researched, like very genius, talented people, like especially in the context of possibility management and also feelings practitioner. And so there are fantastic exercises that can be done in order to feel your anger in your physical body, somatically, and also in your emotional body, in your energetic body, like to feed your system with it, to open the channels of feeling it again. And this can be arranged according to your needs. Like if you are a highly sensitive person, or if you're a psychic, a seer, you will be much more sensitive to the level and volume of the sound of anger in a space. And so I am definitely here an advocate, especially for the highly sensitive people, like to create a space for you to reclaim your anger while honoring your particular needs. Because I've experienced also being in spaces of rage clubs where it was all about learning how to constructively feel your anger and reclaim it, with many people, also people who are not highly sensitive, and so they had a different perception of the volume, you know, like it impacted me differently, stronger than someone with a rather sensitive but not highly sensitive nervous system. Yeah, and so there are various exercises that can be done, like especially in a group setting. Excuse me, I'm releasing some things in this moment already. And but also one-on-one. So it's possible also to work one-on-one. I can work with you. I offer you this as a service. And nevertheless, yeah, one-on-one can be really good if you feel really scared of approaching anger and you would like to have tailored support. And nevertheless, being in a group can be very empowering as well. It has like an additional empowering element because you are not alone, but with others on a journey. You do these exercises together as a team. You hear other people's experiences and blockages and also courage to try something else. So it can be really, really empowering. Yeah, so the element of anger I talked about now. Of course, there is so much more to talk about, but that may be in another space. And then the element of creating inner safety by taking care of those emotion fears of which are connected with feeling unsafe, you know. And then of course there are even more examples of the tangible parts of empowerment, full and deep empowerment. And on the subtle area, it's a lot about self-trust. A lot. This is so crucial that you learn and train to trust yourself again. And another aspect of that is to trust your intuition. Like especially people who have experienced emotional and psychological abuse and gaslighting over years, chronically, and especially the ones who have experienced that in an early age already, for them it's really crucial to work consciously on their intuition. Because also, like, not trusting your intuition and your perception might have been a survival strategy that kept you safe because you were noticing things, but it was safer to not act upon them, so you just suppressed it. The fantastic thing about intuition is it never really disappears. It's always there. But sometimes people develop the habit of the survival strategy that kept you safe, that kept you alive, and that is to be honored and to be grateful for, that diminishes the intuitive voice. So part of the empowerment is also to learn to discern the voice of your intuition or the voice of your fear. And there might be even more differentiations of different voices that can mislead you or keep you connected with yourself and your inner truth. Yeah, these are a couple of examples, and again, there is so much more to talk about, and I would definitely appreciate, like, if you're watching this and if this is something that really matters to your heart, and I'm like, look, I'm making a feast. This is like a symbol of power and of your anger, also often used in martial arts. If this topic is really dear to you, ask me your questions, because then I can also respond to your questions and create videos accordingly. Because, like, I'm here, the well of practical wisdom based on all of my experiences in this life. I'm here, I want to speak and share and support. So just ask, like, consult me. Yeah, ask for my service. I would be honored to accompany you. Yes, and remember, it is so possible. I have walked this journey myself. I'm continuing to walk it. It is so possible to reconnect with your inner sovereignty, with your inner power, to reclaim your voice. Trust. I have faith in you. Have faith in yourself. Lots of love. Bye-bye.